You probably want to find yourself a niche online business really, really fast. Who wants to do that slowly? You want to find it fast. So I've got a really easy way for you to find a brilliant niche for your online business right now. With that being said, let's do it. The strategy is awesome. So we're at a website called Answer the Public. Answer the Public. You get, I think, 2 free searches per day, and then you have to sign up / sign in. Okay. But you get 2 free searches per day. You can search for anything. If you're selling something right now, no matter what it is, post it in here and choose a marketplace where you're currently selling and see what people are asking about the product. You will learn a ludicrous amount about what customers are interested in knowing. And then, little aside, if you're already selling, what you want to do is you want to take all of those answers and questions that get asked and use them to create content for social media. Okay. That's one way to use this site. That's not the way I'm going to show you how to use it right now, but it's one great way to use this site. Anyway, so a very, very highly competitive niche online is protein powder. Okay. Massively competitive. The reason it's so competitive is because there is a shit ton of money to be made in it. That's a technical term. There's loads and loads of money to be made selling protein powders and supplements in general. Okay. So how do you find a niche, what you can then go and dominate within that? How do you find a niche within a very competitive niche like that? So here is protein powder. Here's one I did earlier. So this is protein powder. And now you've got 2 ways of looking at this data. You can either visualize it like that, which is super cool, but I prefer just easier, just look at it like this. Okay. So this is all now opportunities to create content around the product. Okay. So can protein powder go bad? Well, that's a video. Okay. Can protein powder make you fat, for instance? Can protein powder cause acne? These are all content ideas that you know people are out there looking for. Okay. You know they're out there looking for them, but that's not how we're going to use it. So instead, what we are going to do is scroll down all the way down to here. So we want to look for comparisons. That's a good place to go look. So protein powder and yogurt. So protein powder and yogurt, that probably means that people are asking questions about putting yogurt into their protein powder. Okay. So that instantly gives you an idea. Could I combine those 2 things? Could I put a yogurt? Typically that's either a milk powder, or they're looking for yogurts because they're looking for probiotics. So that then leads you to protein powder and probiotics. Well, probiotics, there's thousands of different strains of bacteria that could be useful for you to go and do some research on. Probiotics and Greek yogurt, probiotics and cassava. I don't even know what cassava is, but that's something I would go and research. Protein powder or creatine. I suspect that that's been done to death. Protein powder with creatines, but still. And protein powder without artificial sweeteners. So people are clearly interested in their health because they're in protein powders. And so they're looking for protein powders that haven't got artificial sweeteners in. But what is the sweeteners that they do want in? Can I add those in? Can I make my protein powder sweetened with agave, sweetened with maple syrup, sweetened with Manuka honey, for instance? Can I put that into it? Okay. protein powder with vitamins and minerals. I suspect that's been done to death with no sweetener. Okay, so that's just absolutely nothing in it whatsoever. So I'm looking at this, I'm getting ideas for content, but in this instance, I'm getting ideas for products I can come into this marketplace with. Okay, so once I've kind of looked at this and thought it through, I then come over to Google AdWords, and I'm going to go to the tools and settings, and I want to go to keyword planner just there, keyword planner over on the far left hand side. Okay, and when I do that, it'll bring me to this particular place, and I want to start with getting search volume and forecasts. And I'm just going to take the idea, protein powder with no sweetener. I'm just going to take that idea. Okay, let's just have a look what that comes up as. So we're in Australia. Okay, so we're in the Australian market. Maybe I don't want to sell in Australia. Maybe I want to sell in America or the UK or somewhere else. You check that, of course, depending on where you want to be. So, and I'm looking for the number of searches per month. Now, I'm looking for over 300 searches per month. Here we have 10, which is nowhere near enough. Okay, so I'm not going to go for that, of course. Let's just try protein powder and sweetener and see what we get. And then if you don't get anything coming up, okay, so now we can go back to this and discover new keywords instead. Protein powder, no sweetener, and see what comes up instead. Okay, so now I'm looking for, there's 146 results. Let's just sort them by amount. Protein powder, no sweetener. Pretty cheap to go advertise on that, but again, there's not really enough searches for me. Protein powder without stevia, no sweetener. So maybe I go, okay, well, that's not quite right. What about if I want to go sell this in, I wouldn't say the USA, but let's just go check it out. They're obsessed with sweet things in America, in my experience. Protein powder without artificial sweetener. Well, I'm at my point now where I'd be interested, you know, anything over 300 searches, I'm interested in that as a potential thing. And I just work that through. Okay, so I'm just looking for niches within a very, very popular niche. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so that's how I go about finding products within that particular category. That was a video from my regular Monday Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We are a community of over 2,500 e-commerce entrepreneurs right around the world, not just from Australia. There's heaps and heaps of us from all over the place. I'm from bloody England myself. So if you want to find out more about what we do and also come and join us, you can get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. That link is in the description, and you're going to learn how we can help you get started and make a ton of money in your own e-commerce business. Our members have got sales of over $50 million. Come check us out, come join us, you'll be glad you did. See you in the next video. Bye.